Hello everybody. Today my group will present pay and productivity wage determination within the firm. My group member is Elviani Solikin and my name is Hamza bin Uga. We will cover about motivating workers and productivity and the basis of yearly pay.
Hello, I am Elviani. Today I want to present about motivating workers. Okay, first, employees are human capital and each employee is different in work habit. Each employee is different in terms of quality such as skill, education, experience, loyalty, creativity, moral character, and experience that will greatly affect productivity. Therefore, motivating employees is very important. Among the steps that employers can take to motivate employees are plan various compensation schemes ataupun merancang pelbagai skim pampasan. Ada dua jenis pampasan. Yang pertama yaitu ganjaran dan juga faedah ataupun reward and benefits. Okey, apa itu ganjaran? Okey, ganjaran ialah pulangan yang diberikan kepada pekerja atas sumbangan mereka. Manakala faedah ialah insentif yang diberikan kepada pekerja yang bertujuan untuk menjadikan skim pampasan itu lebih menarik. Okay, so what is the purpose of this compensation ataupun apa tujuan pampasan ini? Okay, yang pertama adalah mengiktirafkan sumbangan pekerja yang telah diberikan kepada organisasi ataupun syarikat. Dan yang kedua adalah membalas pengorbanan yang telah dicurahkan oleh pekerja tersebut atas organisasi tersebut ataupun syarikat tersebut. Okay, now about the employment contract. Okay, hubungan pekerja. Hubungan pekerjaan dapat dilihat di antara majikan dan pekerja melalui kontrak pekerjaan. Okay, kenapa? Sebab kontrak pekerjaan ini adalah perjanjian di antara majikan dan juga pekerja. Okay, yang dimana ia merupakan hak dan tanggung jawab kedua-dua pihak tersebut. Okey. Terdapat beberapa kontrak pekerjaan. Yang pertama adalah formal contract. Okay, this contract is a contract that cannot be cancelled by the party without penalty after the contract is signed. And then kontrak yang kedua adalah kontrak tersirat. Okay, implied contract. Okay, kontrak pekerjaan kontrak tersirat ini adalah merupakan kontrak pekerjaan yang incomplete. Okay, dan tersirat, di mana terdapat banyak pemahaman informal yang tidak ditentukan. Okey, seterusnya coping with information asymmetries. Okey, opportunities for cheating or deception enhanced with information is asymmetric. Okay, when one party knows more than the others about its intention or performance under the contract. Okay, ini saya bagi contoh. Contohnya, kalau itu pekerja tidak tahu berapa gaji minimum yang perlu diberikan kepada pekerja pada tahun 2020, maka itu mungkin dia berpotensi untuk ditipu oleh majikan, okay, semasa temu duga. Contohnya gaji minimum adalah 1.200. Jadi itu pekerja semasa ditemu duga tidak tahu gaji minimum. Jadi majikan boleh memberikan gaji yang kurang kepada pekerja tersebut sebab itu pekerja tidak tahu tentang itu informasi. Begitu. So, ada beberapa discouraging cheating. Yang pertama ialah signaling, okay? One way to avoid being cheated is to make transactions with the right kind of person and find a way to induce the other party to reveal or signal the truth about his or her actual characteristic or intention. Okay. Yang kedua, discouraging cheating iaitu self-enforcement. Okay, the key to a enforcing agreement is that losses are imposed on the cheater without proving that a violation has occurred. Okay. Yang seterusnya ialah greeting a surplus. Okay. Incentives for both parties to live up to an implicit contract are stronger when workers get paid more than they could get elsewhere, yet less that day. Okay, to the films. Okay. Okay, now about motivating workers. Okay. Workers are utility maximizer who can be induced through different systems of rewards to put forth their best effort. Okay, how can employers create rewards that give employees the incentive to work hard toward the goals of the company? Okay, so first, pay of performance. Okay, this is the most obvious way to motivate workers but has both benefits and cost to employers. Okay, and then the second is time-based pay with supervisions. Compensates workers for the numbers of hours worked and avoids the variability or uncertainty in performance-based pay. Okay, the problem is close supervision is costly. Okay. And then next, about motivating the individual in a group. Okay. The importance of the group in motivating individual presents both problems and opportunities for the employers. First, issue of fairness. The issue of fairness in treatment relative to others in a group is of importance to both employers and employees. Workers may quit, reduce their work effort level, steal from the employers, or even sabotage output in order to settle the scores if they feel they have been unfairly treated. And then group loyalty. Okay, secondly is group loyalty. Okay. Most people are willing to make sacrifice for their team, school, work group, community, or country, and employers may nurture group or organizational loyalty through some compensation scams. Okay, so this about what I want to present today. Thank you.
Berbalik kepada gambar raja ini, the surplus is the difference between the value of marginal revenue products to the firms and the alternative which must be shared between employers and employees in order to make the implicit contract self-enforcing. Firms can create a surplus by investing and in and building on their reputation, such as being known for keeping promise in order to attract higher productivity workers at lower cost than can employers with poor bad reputation. when a surplus is created and regardless of how it is divided, both employers and employees will experience a loss if employment is terminated. Kita dapat lihat gambar raja lower wage paid, jurang employer loss lebih besar berbanding employee loss if employment terminate. Manakala wages higher wage page, jurang employee loss lebih besar berbanding employer loss if employment terminated.
Next, I will present productivity and the basis of yearly pay. Employers can compensate workers for their times, most common from in the US. Their output or some hybrid of the two. Maksudnya di sini majikan dapat memberi ganti rugi kepada pekerja untuk masa mereka, biasanya di benda ini berlaku di US lah, hasil mereka atau sebilangan atau kedua-duanya. Compensation scheme must be seen to be satisfactory to both employer and employees. Maksudnya di sini skim pampasan mestilah dilihat memuaskan bagi kedua-dua pihak. Next point is employee reference. The employee reference on a piece rate, workers earn certain amount, workers earn certain amount for each item or output what they produce. Maksudnya di sini pekerja memperoleh ada poin piece rate ni, pekerja memperoleh jumlah tertentu untuk setiap item atau output yang mereka hasilkan lah. Then commission is workers or sales person receive a fraction or percentage of value of item or output their sales. Commission ni ya seperti biasalah, pekerja atau juru jual menerima sebagian kecil atau peratusan dari nilai yang mereka jual. Kemudian kita ada gain sharing, the types of group incentive plan that at least partially tied earning to gain in the group productivity. Next is profit sharing and bonus plan. Ini these related workers pay to the profit of their firms or subdivision. Next kita ada variability of pay due to the presumed risk aversion workers prefer. Why? The certainly attached to time-based pay rather than output-based pay plan because of the variability associated not only with this plan but other pay scheme and the other external factor. Employers will have to pay a compensation thing, wage differentials to induce risk averse employers to accept output based pay. Kemudian kita ada worker shorting. Worker shorting workers or sales people who choose output based or commission based pay schemes may be signaling shorting out to their employer that they are above average produce. Kemudian kita ada pay comparison, yaitu earning of workers on output based pay might be more than two's pay to worker on time based pay, because first is incentive may motivate uh, employer to work harder. Second is to attract the most productive and hardworking employer, and lastly is it involves risk that may call for compensating wage differential. Next is employers consideration. Employer consider the cost and benefit offering incentive pay scheme to workers. With incentive pay scheme, employer can afford to spend less time screening and supervising workers because workers bear to responsibility for their high or low productivity. Seterusnya adalah with time-based pay plan, the employer accept the risk and variation in workers' productivity, profit risk when productivity rise, or and vice versa. Dengan rancangan gaji berdasarkan masa berdasarkan skim ini, majikan menerima risiko variasi produktiviti pekerja, keuntungan meningkat apabila produktiviti meningkat ataupun sebaliknya. Employers may be less exhaust about the variation than workers are. Majikan mungkin kurang tekanan tentang perubahan ini daripada perubahan daripada pekerja. Next is pay for output for individual incentive. To employers, the big advantage of individual output-based pay scheme is that is way to induce workers to accept a set of work goals and that directly related output. Disadvantage for this scheme is the objective measure of output is difficult to determine, and output quality may be degraded due to fast pace of production. Quality control supervision can be very costly. Maksudnya di sini ukuran objektif output suka ditentukan, quality output mungkin diabaikan kerana kecepatan pengeluaran. Mereka cuba untuk mempercepatkan production, mungkin quality akan berkurangan dan menyebabkan kos akan meningkat. Seterusnya, kekurangan seterusnya adalah the tendency of workers to work so fast, and in the process proper maintenance and safety produce are ignored. Maksudnya mereka cuba untuk bekerja lebih cepat, mengabaikan proses macam penyelenggaraan ataupun keselamatan. And lastly is the performance or professional develop of others on the work team may be neglected. For output group incentive, an employer adopt group incentive may pay scheme as the mean to more costly harness or align the interest of the employer or an employee. Maksudnya di sini majikan mungkin menggunakan skim ini sebagai kaedah untuk memanfaatkan atau menyelaraskan kepentingan antara antara majikan dengan pekerja. Disadvantage this scheme is the group composite of individual those they exist the pre-reader problem and the incentive for some member of the teams to sharing since the profit will be shared by all member of the teams. Maksudnya di sini macam terdapat beberapa grup individu yang cuba mengambil kesempatan lah terhadap kumpulan anggota kumpulan yang lain. Kelemahan yang seterusnya admission of wrong shot of works of member into the group will be lead to the exit of good worker into the group. Terusnya, employers may have devote managerial resource to building organizational loyalties in order to discourage free reading and striking. Maksudnya mungkin satu masalah terhadap majikan lah terpaksa menumbuhkan sumber-sumber pengurusan untuk mencegah masalah striking and free reading ni lah. Next is group incentive and executive pay. Profit maximizing firms like executive pay to firms profit, offer them company stocks or the option to buy it in the hopes to align of the interests of executive as an agent and shareholder as principal. Tapi terdapat juga kekurangan dalam skim ni. Disadvantage of paying executive or high-ranking corporate decision makers with company stock are like a company stock price is affected by more than its performance. It is also influenced by overall investor bullish. Maksudnya di sini harga saham kan dipengaruhi lebih daripada bukan setakat prestasi juga, tetapi juga dipengaruhi oleh kenaikan turun naik dalam harga pelabur secara keseluruhannya lah. Next is second disadvantage is economy-wide fluctuation in stock price also cause executive pay to vary because of things beyond their control, which may force firms to pay them of compensating wage differential for the added riskiness of the pay. And then the incentive that stock provide are related mainly to the long-term perspective. They induce corporate executive to take when make decision that affect a company's strength. Once an executive sell his or her stock in company, this incentive are lost. Last topic about productivity and the basis of the yellow pay is pay for time and with merit increase. Due to risk aversion and the difficulty in devising appropriate measurable outcomes for individual and group incentive plan, most employer opt for forms of time-based pay. With time-based pay, compensation and outcome directly link lah. Maksudnya skim ni skim antara time basis and compensation and output tidak secara langsung. Employers try to cope with this problem by using merit pay plan, which award large pay increases to workers whose supervisor rate them as better performance. Maksudnya di sini majikan mengatasi masalah ini dengan menggunakan merit yang untuk meningkatkan kenaikan gaji berdasarkan penilaian yang dibuat oleh penilaian mereka lah. Masalah juga terkait dengan uh, with merit increase nih. uh, Antara masalahnya, the effort include amongst employer maybe not consist with the employer's interest. Effort and output may not uh, correlated well. Maksudnya usaha yang dilakukan di kalangan pekerja mungkin tidak selari dengan matlamat majikan lah. Usaha dan hasilnya mungkin tidak berkorelasi, tidak berhubungan dengan baik. Dan last kali adalah masalahnya rating and rankings of employer by their supervisor may be more subjective due to politicking and appearance of productivity. Kedudukan berdasarkan merit yang dibuat oleh supervisor mungkin subjektif berdasarkan penampilan ataupun apa tu politik dalam dalam pekerjaan itulah, dalam productivity, sesuatu productivity. That's all. Thank you.